This is the Poco X3 Pro, and I've been using this phone for the past year or so as my secondary phone. This phone has been used mainly as a monitor for my DJI drone, but occasionally it's been used for gaming and social media consumption. So now you want to know if this phone is still any good in 2022. Well, I have to say it really is. The chipset of this phone is rock solid. It has the Snapdragon 860 and Adreno 640 GPU, so in terms of general performance it will do perfectly fine. But let's talk about the outside of this phone real quickly. This phone is a thick and big phone, a very chunky phone you might say. It weighs 215 grams and it has a 6.67-inch screen, and this screen is really nice by the way. It is an 1080p IPS LCD screen that can do 120 Hz, HDR10, and it has 450 nits. At the top of the phone, we'll find the speakers and IR blaster. At the side, the dual SIM tray card with an insert for a micro SD card for extra storage. At the bottom, we'll find the headphone jack, USB-C, speakers, and microphone. On the right side, we'll find the fingerprint scanner and volume rockers. At the plastic back, we see the camera module. The main camera can do 48 megapixels, the ultra-wide can do 8 megapixels, and the macro and depth cameras can do 2 megapixels. And I forgot about the front camera. This is a little punch hole camera that can do 20 megapixels. These cameras can all do 1080p up to 30 frames per second for video, but the main camera can do 4K 30 frames per second and it has more slow motion options. But more about the cameras later in this video. The battery of this phone is a 5160 mAh battery that can do fast charging at 33 watts, and in roughly an hour or so your battery is fully charged. And all of this comes in for around 250 euros here in the Netherlands, which to me sounds like a very good deal. Let's dive into the real juicy part by answering the question, is this phone still any good in 2022? And the answer is a solid yes. The reason for that is that apps are opening really smoothly with no hesitation. It almost feels like a premium price phone. So if you are on a tight budget and want to have a phone that runs smoothly, then this is something worth checking out. So for normal apps like YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, checking the weather and stuff, this will do perfectly fine. But what about gaming? Well, for lighter games such as Subway Surfer, it will perform nice and smoothly. For bigger graphics demanding games such as Genshin Impact, this phone will have a bit of a struggle. It can still be enjoyable to play if you tone down the graphics and frame rate of the game. So if you are a hardcore gamer that plays highly graphics demanding games, then this phone will not be it for you. The speakers of the Poco X3 Pro are quite decent but not premium, as you can hear right now in this example. Alright, the cameras. In good lighting conditions, it looks perfectly fine. The image looks decent and can even compete with more expensive phones. But when the light conditions are not that good, it will quickly show its limitations. For photos, it is still manageable, but for videos, things just look very bad. What is happening, guys? Jahman here, back at it again with a new video. Yes, it can do 4K, but honestly, it looks terrible. You do have a lot of options and features to play with, but the quality is not great, unfortunately. So if you want to take a lot of photos and videos, this phone will not be it for you. Alright, the Poco X3 Pro is still a very good phone if you simply don't want to spend a lot of money and don't have any interest in a small phone or taking photos and videos and do not play any high graphics demanding games. This Poco X3 Pro is definitely it for you. And I think that is a nice conclusion, right? Alright, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe to see more tech videos. Ciao.